Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality, the best here, and welcome back to the Predator rough script draft thing. I don't know what the hell I'm calling these videos yet. I haven't actually posted any. But, continuing on, we just got through the little scene with the Predator in the little secret base and stuff, and now we're seeing that there's actually another scene that didn't make it to the movie where McKenna has a flashback back to Kandar. Memory flash, Rubblestone Street, Kandar, day. McKenna, several years younger, in desert camo, flak full battle rattle. He and his squad, taking cover, breathless. He glances at the soldier next to him, pale, trembling, bleeding out from stray shrapnel. The soldier keens with pain as urgent voices close by, speaking Pashto. The wounded soldiers moan loudly. Shit, he's going to give away their position. McKenna grabs him, clamps a hand over his mouth, and the Taliban soldiers get closer. As the soldier bites into McKenna's hand to distract himself from the overwhelming pain, it's a really fucking... Into VA bus driving back to scene. As McKenna wakes! No, startle awake bullshit. No startle awake bullshit simply comes to. You set up a startle awake bullshit scene, and then, oh no, he's not startling awake. No, that's bullshit. You're so fucking smart, aren't you? You know how to write your scripts. Anyway, simply comes to, fully aware, his hand near his head. The scar we saw in Cayo Muerte, prominent. Now we know how he got it. From the back of the bus now, a voice. Coil. Hey, Baxley, got a question for you. How do you circumcise a homeless man? Now, he was supposed to be in the back, not the front. They switched places for them. He's addressing a prisoner at the front, Baxley, whose eyes thin to slits. Clearly the two have a history. Kick your mom in the chin! One of the MPs in the front weighs in. Shut the fuck up back there! McKenna's eyes his measly protein bar, says to Williams. Dinner show. Great. Indicates stoic Baxley. He just sits there. He'll kill him one of these days. What's stopping him? He likes the jokes. So is Baxley originally not a Tourette-suffering little joke machine? McKenna looks to a third prisoner, talking to himself nervously. Tourette's. Flyboy. Flyboy has Tourette's. Okay, that's Flyboy. 3 tours piloting Hueys. Now he gets jumpy when he's not in the air. He gets jumpy when he's not in the air. McKenna nods to an older vet. Nettles. Nettles, ordnance man. They gave him a medal for blowing up half a mountain in Mosul. Why is he here? We'll have the other half too. Where's got a story? What's yours? He wouldn't believe me. He's the batshit bus. Try me. McKenna shrugs. All right. I had a run-in with a space alien. They want to put a lid on it. So, here I am. Williams looks out the window, shaking his head. Tisk, tisk. Goddamn space aliens. Interior main lab, Project Stargazer, as before. So that didn't go nearly as many. That was a lot simpler of a scene with different... it was weird. It's weird, but... I don't know, better or worse, the things that I really hated about the scene were still there, so yay. But also, the guy with Tourette's was just nervously talking to himself and, like, ticking and stuff like that. Not just screaming obscenities at random. Okay. Casey, examining the dormant predator, shines a penlight, checks pupil dilation. You ran iris biometrics? A nearby medtech nods. Casey turns to Traeger. Do you have the file they gave me? The incident in Cayo Muerto? Traeger nods to the medtech. The file is quickly produced, and Casey flips to the blurry photo of the predator. Points! In this photo, it's wearing some kind of atmosphere mask. A biohelmet. We looked. Believe me. She notices something else. And look at the wrist computer. Something's missing. Sure enough, the Predator's wrist computer is open! An empty slot where the Kuja should be. She looks at Traeger. Where are they? Traeger and Cowell trade uneasy glances. After a beat, Casey reopens the file, flips to the photo of McKenna. Is this the man who made first contact? Cowell nods. I'd like to talk to him. He's en route to location in a military psych ward. Well, if you're going to lobotomize him, can I ask him some questions first? Well, it's pretty much the same, but still, it's not helping it. The early drafts. Interior VA bus driving night. One of the MPs responds to a squawk from his radio. Speaks. Go ahead. As he listens, his eyes drift to McKenna. Read your 5x5. Out. Exterior, rain, swept, highway, night. Gears grind. The bus steers to a halt. Sloshing water promptly executes a ponderous and awkward U-turn. Right? Okay. Through glass, we push in on McKenna. Confused. Cut to exterior, Rory's house. Georgia, night. Neighborhood sounds, thrum of cicadas, bad TV, distant sirens. A dinged Subaru Outback pulls into the driveway. Interior, Rory's house. Moments later, Rory's mom, Emily, pretty 30s, beleaguered, comes through the back door into the kitchen, arms weighted down by shopping bags. She calls out, Rory, I'm home. I got you something. Rory. Rory appears. Mom gives him a quick kiss. She sees a stack of language books on the counter. French, German, Swedish, which would have made a lot more sense than what we actually got. You did one of these after school? I did all of them after school. She smiles, fumbles with a bag from Target. So, look, I got you 2 options. She pulls out 2 boxed Halloween costumes, like those Ben Cooper specials from yesteryear. In this case, Pirate or Frankenstein. She holds up each with equal gusto. He regards her blankly. What's Frankenstein? You know, Frankenstein. Mad Doctor made him out of dead people, bolts in his neck, walks around. Like Walking Dead? No, Frankenstein. Greenskin? That Wolfman? Rory looks at her like she grew a tail. Exasperated, she holds up the other box as if her son just won a prize. Let's go with Pirate. But he's not really buying any of it. He takes the mask out of the box, reluctantly puts it on. The sound of his breathing as, through the eye holes, we see that water spot, the one on the kitchen wall. As memory flash, Rory, a mere babe in his mother's arms, as McKenna drives a fist through the spot, for reasons long forgotten. And back to present. It's been plastered over, yet the ghost of McKenna's rage continues to ooze out. Rory puts the pirate mask down. It's too small. These guys will... You know, they'll still be able to tell. Tell what? That it's me! No big deal. Dad's always telling me to be a big boy. He stares out of the room. I love you, Peanut! Jag älskar dig. His mom looks after him, blinking back tears. What the fuck? Okay, so there's some history of abusinating and anger problems with the husband, which explains more why the hell he wasn't around. He was reading language books. He acted also more like someone on the spectrum in that, and less like just some awkward fucking kid. And also that responding to her in a different language he knows she doesn't understand. That didn't make any fucking sense, but it establishes his language skills a lot better than the actual movie did. But yeah. Oh god. They stopped the bus and did a U-turn. So something else is going on there. Anyway. Interior basement night. Rory comes down the steps into his lair. Recycled PCs saved from dumpsters. Multiple online games glow. A hanging sign reads, Control area. Rory sits, fingers blurring as he speed runs through 2 games simultaneously. But gradually his distraction wins. He turns to look at his work table, on which resides the parcel from Cuba. Now there were 2 games that he was They did have running. I never actually saw the motherfucker actually play either of them, but there was World of Goo and there was Don't Starve. But, like I said, we never saw the motherfucker play either of them, let alone both at the same time and really well. He sucks in a sharp breath, goes to it, and tears it open like a Christmas present, reaches in and removes... Holy shit! The battle-scarred Predator biohelmet! The iconic war mask from 5 separate So, you're just gonna... You really are trying to sell this script here, huh? Really trying hard, like, motherfucker, this has been in a lot of movies, a lot of people are gonna like it! Please, fucking get this script fucking greenlit already! Jesus Christ, this motherfucking mask is iconic, okay? It's iconic, it's gonna sell movie tickets! Selling movie tickets, that's what I do! It dwarfs this suburban boy's delicate hands. He examines it, sets it aside, reaches for the next prize, the Kujad. The data storage device. It glistens in his grasp. He hefts it like a lightsaber. Then, curiously, hesitantly, presses a button on the device. Nothing! Emboldened, he presses another, and another, and another. Oh shit. A display blinks on, glowing red symbols scrolling into cryptic patterns. Rory's eyes widen as we cut to exterior outer space. Cold, silent, opening shot all over again as a looming spacecraft enters frame, bulbous, cockroach-shaped. We've seen it before. The Predator motherfucking mothership. From our opening docking gantry below, still scarred and shredded from where the Ark detached. Interior Predator ship same. Quick, tantalizing glimpses of this new, different Predator. We still don't see him fully. Not yet. Not yet. This is a monster movie. You can't quite reveal your monster until, like, the big one. Woo, yeah. So, as we will come to learn, this is an upgrade. God damn it. It taps the control pad, and a display appears similar to Rory's. Speaking of whom, Interior Basement Rory. Jesus Christ, who are you writing this for, fucking Shane? Jesus. I need to read more Hollywood scripts, because if this is how they're written, it's like, what the fuck? Why? Why are you writing it like a feverish child who has no idea how stories work? Interior Basement Rory scribbles a symbol from the Kujad on a peachy folder. Glances up. The symbols change. Blip! Just like that. A new sequence. Rory scrunches up his face. Huh? Have you ever seen someone do math by using their fingers to create invisible equations in the air? Well, that's what Rory does now, except the symbols he wrote lift off the paper, superimposed for us to see. He does some mental calculations, and the symbols rearrange. No, this is not real. It depicts Rory's mental processes. We are literally watching him translate Predator language within the first few seconds of him seeing it, because that's how it works. He's seen, like, a sentence in Predator language, has no idea how any of it works, has no idea what sounds it's supposed to make, has no idea what any of it fucking means, but... shit. And we got to specifically note for all those dumb fucks in Hollywood suits, actually, in this, have to decide whether or not this works. We have to note for those dumb fucks, this isn't real, okay? So, you know. God damn. He taps buttons, causing the display to change back, and Interior Predator ship. That moment, the upgrade reacts as his readout changes to a glitch. He taps the controls, reverting it to its previous version. Interior Basement Rory sees the display change again, and overrides it exactly as he did before. Take that! And we realize our kid is remotely futzing an incoming Predator spacecraft. Interior Predator ship to the upgrade. All business slams in a code and exits stratosphere. The exterior stratosphere. The Predator ship. With shimmering spasms, its stealth capabilities engaged, and the ship literally vanishes. Interior basement on Rory, grinning at the new code sequence. It's a game. Gleefully, he punches in the same sequence, only in reverse. And exterior stratosphere, the transparent predator mothership becomes visible again. Motherfucking piece of shit ass penis. Interior basement on Rory, a voice from upstairs breaks the moment. You okay down there, kiddo? Rory freezes, tries to sound like everything's normal. Just playing games, Mom. Which is exactly what it says you think you're doing. Whereas in the actual final production, when you said that, it's kind of hard to understand how the fuck you think that's a game when it's fucking nothing at all like anything you've ever fucking seen in your life. But hey, why not? Love you. Oui, llame ma mère. Okay, just fucking call back. You just establishing over and over again your multilinguist superpowers. Which is okay, I guess. It's better than the actual movie did, but it's still really awkward and shit. But, I mean, better than the actual movie did isn't really much of a compliment, let's be honest here. Close on a tracking monitor as a blip appears, then vanishes, then reappears. Interior satellite tracking station night. A tech sergeant at Army khaki watches the blip on his scope. Super. Kinda point tracking station. Oahu, Hawaii. The analyst flags his supervisor. Tracking analyst. Sir! His uniformed supervisor walks over. Tracking supervisor. What you got, Sergeant? Weird-ass bogey, sir. What do you make of it? They watch as the blip vanishes and reappears sporadically. Other techs look at it on it curiously. The supervisor frowns. It's a goddamn predator. Shit. Get me NORAD. Interior main lab project stargazer as before. Casey bent over an electron microscope, intent examining the predator's blood. Traeger over her shoulder. She rises from the microscope, sees a blood centrifuge nearby, a test tube rack just above it. In the rack is a single vial of membranous yellow substance, as opposed to the whole fucking rack of them they had before. She frowns. Wait a minute. Centrifuge. If this is blood, vial, then what is that? Traeger looks vaguely discomfited. But before he can answer, a lackey approaches. VA shuttle's here, sir. Black-clad mercenaries wait for the VA shuttle as it trundles toward the chain-link perimeter. Interior VA bus driving safe. Prisoners rumbling. Flyboy calls out to the MP at the front, who, we should note, is bald as a cue ball. It's very important now. I'm sorry to establish it earlier. Hey, Kojak, when did they put the middle of fucking nowhere on the itinerary? Zip it, Flyboy. We're just making a pit stop. Pit stop? This is all your fault, isn't it? McKenna, uneasy. It's beginning to seem that way. Cut to Interior, North American Aerospace Defense Command, Colorado. Fans of war games will recognize the gallery and massive tracking screens. Air Force personnel watch the bogey on a huge monitor. It's like that scene in War Games, guys. It's not just other things I have no freaking clue how to come up with my own shit for. I'm also pulling shit from fucking goddamn movies that I have no fucking business with. Where the blip is seen moving towards the southern U.S., a general overseas, staff sergeant at his side. Still inbound, sir. 1 second they are on the grid, the next they're ghosting. Radio contact. Negative, sir. Where's the 325th? Blackland, sir. Have them scramble some jets. Let's not take any chances. Triggers AOE. Aid approaches. Figurative. Sir, NORAD's reporting a 202 anomaly. Cole and Trigger trade looks. Casey sees this. Look, I know I'm new, but... Oh, wait, no, Ryan, fine. Look, I know I'm new, but it'd be swell if somebody would kind of, sort of... I don't know. Tell me what the fuck is going on here. Trigger answers without missing a beat. This isn't the first predator we've encountered. Casey stiffens. The revelation lands hard. Apparently they use Earth as a kind of hunting ground. They've left things behind. Evidence, weapons. Some have been stored in this facility. We showed them to you earlier than this in the movie, but, I mean, it's just a script. Your point? The point, Doctor, is that our satellite defense stations have just tracked a new UFO bee. Nods grimly to the dormant predator. Our friend here might have company coming. Trigger mutters something under his breath. Excuse me? They're gnarly fuckers, that's all. Took for my best just to bring that one down. Well, at least you acknowledge there was something that went on there, because in the actual movie, that just happens off screen, and you don't even fucking bring it up. Of course, it still happened off screen, except this time we established he was unconscious, but then regaining consciousness. I don't know, we didn't see him even kill anyone in this version of the events. She blinks, stares at him. I'm sorry, it took 4... That's right. So a meth head can take down 4 men. Look at it. What's your point, Doctor? My point is you brought it here, to a location where you just happened to store its weapons. How do you know it didn't want to be captured? Captured. Because that's fucking stupid. That's incredibly fucking stupid. The fucking thing was captured. It killed people. 4 people, and it wasn't doing too well. And now, evidently, it didn't kill enough people to satisfy you, and it wanted to be captured to come back here and find its gear that's not its gear, because its gear was taken fucking elsewhere. It would just mean the fucking predator's even dumber than the people. Ugh, and it just came here to give us a little present, so it murdered a bunch of guys, so that it could get captured by those guys, and get the gear back that's not its, because it lost its gear elsewhere. It's just fucking see, what the fucking... Okay. I think we can agree that that particular thing has fuck all to do with anything that makes any kind of sense. And the movie is better for not having that. Yeah, sure, they captured the predator off screen and never explained why, but that's better than this. That is better than capturing them off screen, giving them a slight explanation, and then completely fucking it up. It wanted to be captured. Oh, what is waste? No, it's stupid. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Don't pretend it does. So, I'm going to be leaving this here. This is our continuation of The Predator, a dramatic reading of an old version of this script that is oh so bad. A few points are better, and a whole lot of points are a whole lot worse. It's amazing. They actually did improve the movie as they went on. It's just, it was still absolute shit, and they should, like I was saying before, when I was just seeing some very early rumblings of what the hell they were releasing to the public about what the hell they had. And they had the little thing going around, and everyone was saying that Olivia Munn was like, asked, where did you learn to shoot like that? America, and that fucking thing. I said then, the only option, if you want to make a good Predator movie, is to scrap the entire thing and start over. And it's looking like I was more right than I could have possibly imagined. Oh, God. So, thank you all for watching. I'm Decker Shado. And remember, that poor scar on McKenna's hand for that thing he did in the past. Who fucking cares? It doesn't matter.